All right, and we are live, and this is the early version of makeup show for the VOLO and Buttheads Tech-A-Palooza, which we should have had yesterday, but I had some shows and VOLO was busy, so I said let's go ahead and push it till today and just do an early show. Of course, this week's Tech Lord of the Week is Miss Annie Easley, so we'll be talking about that, another wild technology stuff that's going on out in the world. I saw something I was freaking out about. I gotta remember what it was. But we'll figure it out. I always start our videos with a little video or something, to warm and walk everybody in. Thanks everybody for watching who is watching. And welcome to the Tech-A-Palooza. Probably gonna start in about 15 to 30 minutes. I think I'll let this one video finish and we'll jump right in after this video. I think it said it was 18 minutes long. So we'll run that. And it's of course from our guy Volo. And we'll get into that. And I will see you guys in a little bit.
What in the world is going? Mic check 1 2. I might have to take this old school and record through the earphones. I can't get my levels right. 1 2. Well, let's say you're listening to the sounds or the mentals of the Neo VOLO show. Yeah, I had to do an intro. Drop that beat on them. And we back. 10:48 a.m. I don't have to set the alarm, but I'm gonna give y'all a quick 10 minutes. This is the Neo VOLO show. The hands, you know what I mean? The hand. The Neo VOLO show. And we calling this mini-sode Day is a Cultural War Word. I don't even know how that sounded on this microphone, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure all that out. Today's show, we're going to continuation of the first show. I'm only going to 10 quick minutes. Give me 10 minutes of your time. Break it down. Of course, as always, hip hop is a American culture. You spell culture. See it right there with a K. Is an American culture created by the children of the 1960 Civil Rights Movement. Yes, we're talking about Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Kwame Ture. The list goes on and on and on. But that was the movement, and we are the children that came up out of that, and it inspired me to make this show, called the Neo VOLO show. So we can break some things down, you know what I'm saying? You can read all that on your own, have an eye image. That's from some samurai book that I got. I like to read a lot of books. So today we're going to do like a picture day thing and continue on what we was talking about the first quick episode. Like I said, I'm only going to do this for 10 quick minutes. I was on the Philly Thing Show podcast that Mr. C and Miss Steve does every week. And we basically talked about the movies, from Spider-Man, to the Matrix. Added a little bit of the, in-depth kind of how it's relating to society and stuff. But yeah, we definitely in the cultural war, and I talked about that second episode. From Eric July and things of that nature. And these are things that you see. So today I bought a couple pictures, and we're gonna rap about them real quick and how they, relate to what we really talking about, this cultural war that's going on. Now the word day, that's a play. That's a play on THEY. We saying day because the D means that they devilish. You know what I mean? So instead of them, THEM, we go dem, DEM. You know what I mean? That's the slang. That's the word, you know what I mean? But should I say, do you understand what I am saying? My mom likes me to speak a little more proper English. Culture. We took that English and flipped it upside down. That's why the N-word became part of our culture. And we still hating on that day. When I say day, you talking about they, them, you pointing the finger. That's a war word. Them over there, them dudes over there, them them people over there. When you hear that means they ain't a part of that. That's why we used to go, my N-word. Bring it here. Bring it to the heart. You know what I mean? My, me, you're part of this. The I. You know what I mean? That's hip hop. Like I said, you know, we dealing with mathematics and logics on another level now. And you know, it's a big chess game going on. That's a little logo right there. Let me see a point on that. That's a little logo that I've been working on with the Omicron variant. So they might block me for saying that. This is the war that's going on. But yet now they lifted it. So now YouTube, I'm saying all these doctors and scientists telling the truth now, making their own little videos. But meanwhile on CNN, NBC, CBS, you know, even Fox, now they pushing their backs. You know what I mean? Anybody that don't wear a mask is anti-vax. But if you're wearing a mask, then you vax. And it's the vax versus the anti-vax. And come on, see, that's the war. I pause for a second because I'm throwing music on in the background, and that's why I ain't dropping these. My cousin, my cousin, Mr. C's my cousin. Everybody, if you watch that show or follow me on Facebook, y'all know that I'm still new to YouTube, so I'm trying to build this on YouTube. He told me to drop 2-3 of these a day. I'm only gonna get, I try to do the best I can. You know what I mean? It would be cool if I can drop 365 in 1 year, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. All right, so we're gonna shoot some pictures real quick. I'm running out. I'm moving kind of fast. I'm kind of glad I could see the time there, and as y'all can see, I'm in the metaverse. This is the metaverse here. Well, we'll talk more about the metaverse. That was the first episode. Second episode, we identified the cultural war going on. It's like Star Wars, you know. That's me right there with the mask on, with the chest set, saying I'm ready. I'm ready to battle the mind. All right, where should we start? This one's in the corner of my eye, and of course, this is just a nice little picture. You got Booker T. Washington, W.E.B. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey. You know, when I made this, it was for a meme, so I extended it, added some words to it and all. But even back in 1900, we was they created conflict between these three men, these great men right here. And this is my favorite. Like we was talking about the second episode, I forget. It all blurs together, but him, W. Du Bois versus Garvey and the NAACP versus the black, it's causing all kind of conflict. Back to Africa versus building in America. That's the war. We're supposed to come together, build as one. Black is eternal. We'll get back to that. I just want to share that picture with you real quick. Time flying, boy. You know what I mean? Now this one here. All right. This one's from KRS-One little video. Not a little video. KRS-One is the truth. He's the teacher. You know what I mean? I give him that title. Big Daddy Kane. King Asiatic, nobody equal. He's that king. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, they really wasn't at war with each other. They're not at war. They best friends. That's why it was the Big Daddy One show for that versus, and it was a great thing for hip hop. Of course, it's under attack. Why? Because it's too much, man. Let's just keep it real. So in the video, Chris dropped this here, and this Black Blacks is a video that this one was sharing from. And you see the shiny gold, and bling bling. I did this meme to show, bling bling is often shortened by just bling. It's flashy jewelry worn, especially as an indication of wealth or status, broadly expensive and ostentatious. Ooh, okay. Possession, such as grills, designer bags. The term arose as slang, but grew into a cultural, say that word again, mainstay. Prominent examples of bling bling include a large cross necklace where Jesus speaks. We hanging ourselves. We had little gold chains around our necks. Yeah, that's a classic right there. You know what I mean? If Jesus was killed in the electric chair, now did it. With vanilla, Jesus, the electric chair still in it. That's some KRS-One lyrics, some classic. We wasn't always in bling, bling, bling. They ain't hating on them. Slick Rick is, I named Slick Rick number 4. He always got that bling. It's a sign of royalty. It's a sign of, but I'm not a bling bling dude myself. So all right, let's move on real quick. Run out of time. On to. Got to do less pictures. I picked this one here. Claude Anderson. Black labor, white wealth. That's the war. That's the war going on. I'm gonna rap more about that as I keep continuing doing these things. Just showing you some of the stuff that I'm into, that I've read, or where my mind is at. But yeah, that's the war right there. This is a good book because we have to raise the socioeconomics. I can go so many places with that. Run out of time. All right, let's see here. So that's 1, 2, 3. Let's go here next because let's see if I can do this. Come on, man. All right. George Orwell, 1984. Classic year. I was like 13. Of course, the book's older than that. I have to look at the publishing. Look it up yourselves. But this is an excerpt from the book. It was one of those pictures which are so contrived that the eyes follow you about when you move. Big Brother is watching you. The caption beneath it ran like he's this book here is on my phone. They had an illustration of a guy, a big poster of a guy's face, and then Big Brother is watching, scrolling underneath it. But you know how sometimes you have those pictures that as you walk, you keep looking like, is the picture looking at me? Like, seriously? Like, this is some good writing. And I wanted to bring this up because I didn't mention that here, but I mentioned other places. And that's because that's what I see with this multiverse. They can see everything that I'm doing. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. But if I show you what I'm doing, then Facebook want to block you, YouTube want to ban you. You use the N-word. You use the D-word. We'll talk more about that too. But I hope y'all enjoying these beats in the background. That's my favorite part of making these things. Like, yo, let me just throw some beats together, mix some loops together, yada yada, flowing in the background as I spit the thoughts and share the the thing that I'm trying to share with you. This is stuff that these are all these are little memes that I created. This one here I clipped from I think Twitter. I need to go back to Twitter. I ain't posting Twitter in a while. Because this sums up like who's the enemy? Who's them? Who's them? Is Ron them? I don't know if Ron is them. But from his experience, it seems to sum things up. And it's like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, you going, the left wing is us, the right wing is me. And it's like, for black people, we had Booker T. Washington. We had, W. Du Bois was more left, I guess. Booker T was a right wing. Where it's like, yo, we're going to build it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? NAACP was, you know, us, color people. Booker T was more, or Marcus Garvey's more black. Go, listen, you don't like us here? We're gonna go over to Africa and build our own thing. But I ain't seen this before, man. I have the same name as my grandfather, and I passed it on to my son. And my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my son's great-grandfather, my son's 10 now. His mother was born in 1915. So December 10th, 1915 is our special day that we celebrate him. And his mother was Native American. And my skin is brown. That's where we start getting into this whole critical race theory and which side is for what kind of ideology behind it, what kind of philosophy behind it, what kind of psychologically is behind it, and sociological behind it. It's the same bird. Right now, yeah, I am on my let's go Brandon, because this boy over here like, yo, this is us, and it's like, dude, everything you say goes, you know what I'm saying, against us. That's why he made Charlemagne the whatever, Charlemagne or whatever, looked like a fool on there. So he was like, if you vote for Trump, then you ain't black. Like, we ain't supposed to be over here. We have to be here. We have to be, sharing everything. But then, Charlemagne had, what's the name? She said, Kamala on that show just recently. And she was like, you're sounding like them, talking bad about Biden. You're sounding like the Republicans, the Democrats, Republicans. This is why we need to be independent of this. That's why I was like, I don't know, Ron. I don't know where you at, man. You want us? You saying we should be here? Us. When Trump was like, make America great again. You saying that was me? A lot of politics going on here, and I saved this one for last because I can rap about this all day. And we're going to rap more about politics. We're going to rap more about religion. We're going to rap more about science. I ain't do no science ones. I might do science for the next one. But I just did that because, I'm trying to point out who the enemies. They devilish in what they do. They act like they're your friends. It's like they say they're critical race theory. You're like, all right, are you my friend because you're trying to help me socioeconomically? And then you find out what they're talking about is, when all black people are from Africa and we brought over here in slave boats, and it's like, dude, my great grandmother was Native American. She was here before all this America. Now you saying because of my brown skin I can't claim my Native American heritage? Showing y'all what the real Omicron variant is. But they is. Why we say devilish. We changed the culture to be let them know. We took that English language and we made it American. I'm rapping too much right now. I'm over my time. Did a good job, I think. I'll be back later. I might do another one today. Just dropping them. You know what I mean? So let y'all understand one. You know what I mean? Y'all understand we won. God.
I think you got to unmute yourself there, VOLO won't let me get you. And this is VOLO and Butthead's Tech-A-Palooza jumping in the game technology show. I'm your guy, Mr. CD Enforcer, aka Butthead. That's my name for the show. And yes, this is a spoof on Beavis and Butthead. VOLO is like Butthead, really, and I'm like Beavis, where I'm kind of the crazy one, but we switched the names up. And the basic concept is that VOLO gives his deep thoughts on different technology assertions and things, and then I explain it in basically ignorant layman's terms, as best I can for all us small book readers or video watchers, should I say. I don't read no damn book. What are you talking about here? Also, I got my guest host here with me, VOLO and Tautology, aka VMT, the Mastodon. What's happening, sir?
All is good, yo.
That's nice. I'm chilling, getting organized. Got to turn this fan off for sound purposes. There we go. All right, we're in the game. All right, so we got the new first show in the game. So anything to go through on the wrap up?
The boy just left the crib, and we had a great day today, man. You know, Friday and then today, just catching up on a lot of stuff that we're trying to plan for this year, and the rest of this summer, what we're gonna do, and trying to figure out this thing called life. You know,
Right.
Or should I say, preteen adolescent?
Right.
You know what I mean?
This thing was cool.
In the background, I got Jimmy Dore running, and I just looked at G.I. Joe video game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
How's that?
Well, I'm going through the shop and seeing what's on sale, and they got a G.I. Joe on sale for $10. I ain't buying that shit, but it would be cool to make some G.I. Joe memes.
Right.
Even though I'm still mad at the Washington team for naming their team the Cobra Commanders and shit.
Yeah, they had to do something and whatnot. They had to change it. It was racist any other way. The irony is, don't seem like nobody in Kansas City gives a damn.
No. You know what I'm saying?
Kansas City, like, fuck that. This our name, cuz. We gonna have to just be raised up out. Hilarious. But I guess Chiefs isn't derogatory. That's more like the leader kind of thing. But I guess the Redskins thing is more like kind of just like if they call people colored or darky, or if you call Asian people yellow, or all that kind of stuff, or you refer to Mexican people as the Browns or something. You get what I mean?
No, I don't.
Well, you're old, but you get what I mean now, as with the sensitive world we live in. I still got my thing on from the club last night. Dang. Ooh, that was a great show too. I'm still tired from it. I was out there running around chasing some young girl. I've been trying. Well, she ain't young no more. She almost 30 now. But to me, that's young. So she late 20s. That late 20s, boy. That a young tender right there. I might have to get her. We'll see. She might come up. We'll see.
Is she hopping the fence worthy?
No, she actually is a fence hopper.
What?
She's a fence hopper. She's been swimming in the milk. That's been the problem.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think she's swimming in the milk anymore. And I've been seeing her with a lot of pictures with all her black family members because she's really from here. So she knows a whole bunch of black people, but she's one of them black people because basically out here in California, and this is what one of the East Coast, West Coast beefs, I think, kind of were unintentionally. There's only really two kind of black people here, right? There's if you're black supposedly in LA, you're cool with the gang banging, the Crips, the tattoos, the just everything that's bad, basically. You're cool with that, and you hang out with that, and all people around you, and then you're just that's you supposedly being blackity black here. Then you got another group of blacks that's on that Steve Urkel, on that Carlton Banks. Like, even though they might be from a hood family, they usually become like almost either a nerd type, or they'll become like one of those rock and roll kind of weirdo types, and she's kind of like that. You know what I mean? She's like a black rock and roll girl. Oh, she's the best girl in California. Love this girl. But anyway, so she doesn't fit into the typical black stuff in LA. So who else is she going to end up hanging around in LA? Non-black people, right? So, and guess who's got all the money and all the fun and all the popping stuff in LA? Non-black people. and whatnot. So she's been swimming in the milk. So I'm trying to bring her back. Bring back to us. Bring back. Like Indiana Jones, bring back to us. Bring back. Bring back to us. I want to give her free. Like Sinke, give her free. I want to give her free. Bring her back to the community so Umar can be proud of me.
Oh, geez.
I'm working. I'm trying to get. I think she's not swimming in the milk no more. I've been seeing some different pictures. I said, man, she might not be swimming in the milk no more. This might be my chance. You know, they done had their chance for 10 years. She's been with a couple different Caucasians. You know, do your thing. They tried. I was like, damn, she probably gonna marry one. I said, if she don't marry this last dude. And then she came and she hit me up the other day. I was like, yeah, you gotta come out to my show. I'm like, where? Oh, so you want to see me? Okay. So we'll see how that goes. I didn't sweat it too hard though. I wanted to play it cool, like, yeah, I just came to see the show. Hey, how you doing? Hug, hug, hug. Try not to cry, Carl. Try not to cry. Yeah, whatever, girl. You did all right. I'm out. Grab my penis, leave, smoke a blunt. Walk out there like, God, I want to go back. I love this girl, man. Oh, beautiful black woman. Natural too. No fake stuff. No fake hair. Milk swimmer though. But I'm gonna bring her back. I'm gonna bring her back for the people, man. That's why I got my LeBron jersey. I'm trying to pull some LeBron moves. So that's that. So that's what I've been doing and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Any other wrap up stuff?
This guy's on now. I'm turning this channel. It's jump right into the tech.
Who?
Jump right into the tech.
Did I who the what?
You want me to jump right into the tech or?
Oh, whatever. There's no more wrap up stuff than your tech.
Yeah, because I'm anything else I just turned Bill Maher off. I'm getting tired of this, man. I'm sitting here, you know what I mean?
That technology right there having an effect because Bill
Maher. They know what I'm. I got Tim Black talking about your boy versus Obama. Cornell versus Obama, and then then my girl on hit Danica talking about cut her off. I can just imagine, and then Jason Whitlock talking bad women. His boy talking about breaks the wall. I don't even know. Royce White.
Yeah,
like they know what. When the system betrays its own. So he talking about what's the big chick name? TBA, the Black Authority. The Black Authority talking about
Jason Black,
Lizzo, and they getting sued by the big girls for being too big, I guess. And then your boy Dane Calloway, he's still going through his historian, the truth about indigenous black people.
That's
the same old yada, man.
Crazy. See, that's the magic of goddamn sight.
The Jamie Foxx anti-Semitic. I don't know if I'm being on tomorrow, man. You got too much. Yeah. You got too much noodles to choose from, man.
Noodle. I'm telling you, noodle free Mondays got plenty of stuff to talk about. And the beautiful thing of that, all that you knew that quick is because of technology.
You can even go Umar back to back. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just have to list all those people as the noodles of the week tomorrow and whatnot. It's gonna be a paragraph long and whatnot. But what can I say? How I suppose any other techno gripes?
All right, the techno. Me and the boy, we plotting this year, and we've been shopping, and he's excited because they got a brand new Mario and a brand new Sonic game coming out. So we was playing Sonic today. We was playing Sonic 2, the second Sonic game.
Nice.
A remake of Sonic Origins, I think is the name of the game. So I was Sonic, he was Tails, and I was dying left and right, and he's trying to show me how to play the game, and we made it through, that part of the story.
Yeah.
They strung all the games together as one big story. So I'm going through it with him. We're up this. It started off with the original Sonic. Then it was Sonic CD, and now we're on Sonic 2 with Tails.
Nice.
And we up to like the third level or something like that, playing through that together. Pokemon, we doing the same thing. Pokemon is starting to understand. He's starting to understand the concepts and how it's a card game. We even pulled out the chess set today. I went over a little bit of how to play chess today. So
Nice.
that's the game in front on it, and everybody in the tech world is getting excited because when they know that Nintendo's about to drop a brand new system, and it's speculation is that it's going to be the Switch 2.
Like a new Switch.
Yeah.
Oh man, so you're gonna take the world of fire. I guess you got to put that Mac whatever on hold, huh?
No. I'm not focused on that. I'm the Switch is the greatest console of all time. Like I can play my original NES, and I can play up to Tears of the Kingdom. So I'm good with the Switch Nintendo right now. And so when it does drop, I'll probably wait a good 2 or 3 years before I get it. I don't.
Yeah.
I ain't
That's
pressed.
how I do it.
Yeah.
No more buying video games on the day drop.
Well, we used to do it because the price would drop. The price ain't gonna drop.
Oh yeah. In the olden days, when you first got it, the price would be down early, or the price would drop later. But no, the price don't. No, I don't get it. I don't get day one games. Even back in the day, and when I was getting Genesis and all those games, and Nintendo and Sega, I even still wouldn't all the games I would go get. I would get a bunch of $5, $10, $15 games, because they used to have different price games. Like every game wasn't automatically $30. It was like one game was $5, one game was $9, one game was $12, one game was $20 something if it was popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now you go, it's like even the cheap games is $20 brand new. Man, you go ahead with all that, man. Where's your $5 brand new junk, man? And now I guess you download those games kind of now, huh?
Yeah, all those games are independently made, so they, everybody's making their own games and stuff, and so that's what I'm scrolling through right now to see the indie games is what they call.
Oh yeah, the indie games. You said there's a G.I. Joe game?
Yeah, there's a G.I. Joe game on sale for $9.99.
Oh, that looks cool. We might have to take a look at that. And it's for the Switch?
Yeah, it's for the Switch. It's probably on PC too.
All right. Sure, I had this one video up. Now I want to back up and go see this. Let me see.
I know G.I. Joe used to be your thing.
Oh man, I love me some G.I. Joe. I love me some G.I. Joe.
I think there's a Robotech on here. It ain't on sale though, but I think I've seen it once or twice. I know that was your game too.
Why is it not? I'm not sure tripping. I'm tripping. I don't know what the heck that is about.
Now, but it's still top secret, so the people don't know what's really going to happen. My suggestion has been, and still will be, for Nintendo to release what I'm calling a dock for the Switch.
Okay. So question.
What's that?
All these ones I'm looking at are old. Is there like an old G.I. Joe or something?
No, it's a new game.
Because these are from 2 years ago. So, all right, let me look for...
It might be 2 years old, but I think it's on sale.
Let me see. This week. All right, here we go. That's right. Toys. Scrap Iron. Is that it? Scrap Iron?
Scrap Iron?
No, that looks like that looks like the game. I don't see the video game. All right, let me go back, pick a different time. Maybe I picked too soon. This year.
Let's see.
Operation Blackout. Is it called Operation Blackout? Oh wait, I think I found one. I found one, but no, it's 4 months ago. It's called. Is it called Operation Blackout?
It might be, yeah.
Okay, well this one.
Yeah, it is. It is Operation Blackout.
Okay, well let's check this out. We'll use this one. Somebody's got one from a month ago. Check this out. Give my man his credit. 48 subs. Gonna give him some props.
48 subs is the name?
Yeah. Use. Credit. Try to make multiple things, so I don't gotta always delete the last one. master this thing. Oh, I messed that up. I'm gonna put the title of it in there too. So this is the initial review because I do love G.I. Joe. Oops. All right, let's check it out here. Look at this one. Check it out on this guy named Deacon's page. This is a look at some of this G.I. Joe Operation Blackout.
Show these fools what it means to cross Cobra!
You realize you'll just squirm into one of its holes, right? I may get to hide. Oh, hey, Cobra! Got anything else? Apart from the fun you're having, we really need to deal with these bots.
So it's kind of got that shooter kind of look. What's that game called that everybody plays?
It was looking 3D, like Doom or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like Doom 3D, but I was trying to think, what's the game that plays just like this? Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah.
There's that Fortnite look, you know what I mean? Like how everybody's moving and looking. I'm like, this is kind of how Fortnite look, where you out and then you zoom in and you aim up, and same thing with all the military games, you know what I mean? Which I guess it is G.I. Joe, which is a military game, right? Poking device.
Nice.
I guess he has a homie with him.
I think Cobra HQ could use a lot less of these obnoxious statues.
Oh, that's what
Adding insult to injury. Yeah, I like it.
Down it goes. I may get to hunt.
Yeah, he must got a rolling button because I keep seeing somebody standing there. And this is doing that says something like Papa Chicken Truck. This the one you said this on sale right now?
Yeah, it's on sale for $10.
Oh, that's worthy. Well, there you go. And they don't got the box, so they give it to you digital. That's a pretty cool game. It looks like a cool shooter. Them games make my fingers hurt. So that was pretty cool to check out. Got Joe looking dope and whatnot. Anything else in the video game world going on?
And then I'm gonna favor this one too. There's a Robotech game, but it looks like it's a side-scrolling shooter.
Oh,
it's a $10 game. But it says, side-scrolling shooter, classic side-scrolling shooter.
Oh, with the plane just going like this, John?
Yeah, it's not really a 3D mech game, fighting mech game.
But you still get to transform and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta look at that. Let's check that out.
Robotech, the Macross Saga HD edition.
What was the ending?
The Macross Saga.
After that?
HD edition or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, the Macross Saga, that's just the story that we all used to see.
Okay.
In the Asian world, it's called the Macross Saga. They got like other ones too, but that whole series with Dude and Rick and all them.
Oh, yeah, that is Rick. Okay, I see him.
Because they got the multiple versions of it and whatnot. They got tank ones, they got the different planes later. But the Macross Saga, that's like the original one we all like fell in love with. I think this is it right here. Yep.
Rick Hunter.
Switch. Huh?
With your boy Rick Hunter.
Oh man, that was my man. That was my man. I used to love that. And don't get it messed up. We are not too far off of planes like that, yo. We are not too far off of planes just like that. Let me change the video credit here. It's credit.
Just hopefully don't make the AI star screen.
Right. Great.
Megatron is falling. Follow me.
Right.
Big ass robot.
Right. You can't wait. He's always plotting to sell out. And the crazy stuff is he was Megatron's most trusted and fiercest warrior.
Yeah.
Really out of control. That joint is hilarious. All right, let's check out this Robotech. Today, I guess they're going right through the whole movie. Ooh, this is my music. I'm getting hyped. Oh, this is my music. I'm getting hyped. I'm about to buy a Switch just to play this game. Movie track. The story of the cartoon? This is the first one when he gets into the plane by mistake, and then he's like one of the only fighters that got out before their port got messed up. So him and like the main dude, the skull had to fight. He had to teach him how to fly. He like learning how to transform and all this. Oh wait, that's probably something about. Oh wait, let me see what happens at the bottom. I gotta take this thing down. Did he walk on the ground? Nah, he ain't walking. He's flying down there. Okay, I thought he was changing the robot down there. I was like, oh, I'm missing. No, he ain't missing. Oh, got him. I ain't care about the game. I'm dragging out to the music. They got all the little monsters, they got the right little plans and stuff. It is a classic side scroll. It looks mad cheesy, yo. I want to see if there's any changes. I want to see some work. Let me see if it works. Changes. Oh, you know what? Maybe he doesn't get to change. You know what? Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. You can change it every time. Okay. But you're going to run underground. Oh, you can fly too. You're landing cars. Oh, I couldn't be happier right now. I couldn't be happier. I might have to. They gotta have that on something else. I might have to go to the PlayStation store and see if they got that bad boy, man.
Which one you got? PlayStation 4?
4.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe because I remember they used to have old ones that I bought way back in the earlier PlayStation games, but I think the game was like too complex. Like it was like the 3D joint where you like the full playing a robot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like everything I wanted, but the game was so complex, and I was like getting to a point in my life where I didn't have time to learn, complex video games like that. Because that could take 3, 4, 5 hours a day for months to master. When it's a really complex game, and if the game is actually difficult, that was another thing. It wasn't even like, oh, the game was just the game. No, the game was actually hard too. So I had to know how to play it to be successful at the game. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, all right. Yeah, I ain't got time for this. I was like, I finally get the game in my dreams when I'm like 38. I'm like, whatever. But I could use another one because I might take a week off of work just to get it in. But that was pretty cool. Robotech, excellent. Anything else for the game report? Did we talk about Pokemon, Zelda, any other games going on?
Yeah, we doing the Pokemon. Like, I just breeze through that. I'm those games I'm trying to get to level 40 and I'm finding new Pokemon, and I'm finally beating kind of level 50 high level Pokemon, but I can't control them because I got to build up my character now, and he's trying to do the same
game up. So once your animals get so powerful, you got to get your character skills up to be as a trainer.
Yeah, I got to get my character training. Yeah, exactly. So he's been working on his. I've been working on mine. He's I'm giving him my lineup. That way he can come at me with I'm trying to teach him how to counter what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I have a Gyarados as a water monster, and they gave him problems. So now he knows what he's going to face next time, and he's trying to build up his Pokemon to come in and try to beat me.
Nice. So the battlefield is balancing out a little bit.
Yeah.
Back in the game. That's video game.
That's video game. Now when we release the video, I just bought up the original Robotech. I can download that for $40 for first season or first. Is it one season? I guess that was one season for $40. So that's available on.
They got the first season, and then they got the follow-up seasons too and whatnot.
And then there's a movie. I didn't know there was a movie for it.
Yeah, Macross movie and whatnot. They got that, and they got the original series. Then there's a series with the tanks, which I think was no. There was a series with the planes. What was it? Oh, it was the tanks. That was the second season. It was a series with the tanks because in the first series, an alien meets one of the humans and they have a baby. Well, in the series behind it, it's their daughter, and she's the tank commander.
All right, this says Robotech, the Shadow Chronicles, 2005.
Yeah, that's the last one. That's the most recent version of it. Where I think the person that's the hero in that one is the tank commander's kid. So basically, all the way through the theme of the movies is,
And then I have a Robotech 2, The Sentinels, 1986.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is. I gotta look at it to see. Let me bring it up. Matter of fact,
I can't open it up on Apple.
No problem analyzing Robotech.
Crunchyroll. What's Crunchyroll?
I don't have any idea what that is.
Another app.
Oh no, I ain't getting started with that. Let me see if they got just a list of them in here. Yeah, they got them in here. Let's see. Share. Go to let Wikipedia do their thing. And all right. So yeah, you got the Macross Saga, then you got The Sentinels, and then you got the movie, The Masters, which basically I think that's where they met all the bad guys, and then New Generation, and the Shadow Chronicles. But basically, over the course of these, the first 4 ones, I believe, are all kind of like the same thing. Or something like that. I don't know what it is. It's like something like the first one. Oh, yeah, there it is. They got the years. There you go. You see the years right there?
I can't see it. Let me see.
No, it's probably too. It's probably too small. Probably.
Yeah.
Well, I'll read it, and I'll make it big for other people too. Because if you can't see it, other people can't. I'll make it as big as I can. But the years on there even say that the initial one was supposed to be the year 2000. They say 2009 to 204. So basically, the year 2000 was when the aliens was supposed to show up, and it's all was supposed to pop off, right? And then the next one was 7 years later. So everybody was still, a few people had died, but I think Rick and all them was still alive and old at this point, right?
Mm.
And then they get to about 10 years after that with the movie. So right around here, the movie, The Masters, this is where I think the tank stuff started and whatnot. Because this is when the girl that was the tank commander was like, she was 20 something. So because let me see here. This would have been this. So 2010, let's say 12 years. She had only been 12 years old. She wouldn't have been fighting. She would have been 17 right here. So yep, this is the one where the tank commanders came in, and the Robotech Masters and New Generation. This was the tank commander. So this was her. This is the daughter of in the first one, Myra and Max. The human, Max the human, Myra was an alien that got shrunk down because it was like 50 feet tall. She got shrunk to human size to be a traitor, but then she fell in love with him and they had a kid. And their kid is the tank commander for the Masters and New Generation series, where she's a tank commander. And she's like the most fierce, greatest warrior they ever had at like a young age. And she would have been what? 29. She would have been 29 in that and whatnot. And then she would be going to get older. And then her old age would have been a New Generation from 29 to 44. And then they had like the Shadow Chronicles and all this stuff, like that was, she had a daughter, she had a kid. I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, probably was a girl, but she had a kid too. But I don't think they showed who she had it with. And then her kid became one of like the dope people in the Shadow Chronicles, or like her and Rick's kid, or it was like something crazy like that. But they always kept like some connection. I loved it. I had the whole series. I bought the whole series before it went on DVD. And now I got that joint spread all over the crib. Now it's all over the place. I don't even know if I can see them. CDs are so daggone messy with them. But yeah, I love me some Robotech. Like, man, that's my ultimate dream: to fly in a plane that turns into a robot. What? And I'm telling you, it's coming. Once they master these battle suits for the soldiers on the field, they're gonna apply it to a plane.
Well, the one that they have in Japan is Transor Z. That's what we know it as, and they know it as Mazinger or something like that, Mazinger Z or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they do have a life size, a big Robotech thing. I don't think it moves like. No,
it's like a giant statue. I think I've seen it on the internet before, but it's like almost all of those cartoons, basically all them Japanimation cartoons you just watched, it was supposedly already famous over there for 5-10 years before we even saw it.
Yeah, animation, anime. And the kids, they love it, yo. At my job, I work with a bunch of 18 to 20-year-olds. Instead of going to college now, they going straight into the workforce, and I'm working with them, and they be walking around, and that's all they talk about is animes. It's like Marvel is whack.
Marvel is whack because anime is crazy because the characters are crazy, the storylines are crazy, and what fascinated me about Robotech that blew my mind, people died in Robotech.
Yeah. And
it wasn't like no cool dying, like no, the whole plane get riddled with bullets. Come on, and you're like, God, I love you, man. Like I was like, yo, this is like a
mine was Star Blazers
cartoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mine was Star Blazers. Yo, remember Star Blazers? Star Blazers.
All Star Blazers was the jump. All Star Blazers. Yeah, that was my jump. That was my junk, cause that Silverhawks. Oh man, I used to love all that stuff.
Oh, I forgot about
All
the
that
Silverhawk.
stuff. And the crazy thing is, yeah, the Silverhawks. I remember I was that for Christmas. Half metal, half steel, bird people that can fly through space.
Yeah.
It was the bomb. I used to love the Silverhawks. Protectors of the universe. Silverhawks. I just love that stuff, man. Love that stuff. And man, a couple hundred years from now, all that stuff is gonna be pretty. There's gonna be biomechanical people. You know what I mean? There's gonna be consistent space travels to Mars. Like that's gonna be like a normal thing. Like I've been watching reports on it, and it was like basically the concept when they first really get it started is you go on like basically like a 2-year run. You know, you spend like 6 months there, 6 months back, 12 on the John. You do your little segment, y'all add a little extra part, and it'll take them a while to do it. Now, the crazy thing is, here's another great technological thing I saw that I thought was fascinating. So the science dorks have figured out that we can take 41 nuclear missiles and shoot them at Mars and have them explode in the air. Because you know how they got missiles, nuclear bombs actually don't go into the ground and explode. They explode over top of everything, right? So they don't actually hit the ground. So they want to fire 41 of them, right? And what would happen is from all the explosions in their atmosphere, because that's basically what the sun is for this, it would basically create what is the effect that's messing up the planet here? The
radiation
greenhouse effects. It would create a new greenhouse effect since there's no atmosphere there. It would still take a couple hundred years and whatnot because it would still have to kind of regenerate. And then after a while, it either will grow its own microbes, or we're going to intentionally go up there and have people dropping off plants and maybe even making species that can survive in the new area and stuff like that. Because there's stuff surviving on Earth in some of these underground places and caves that nothing above ground could survive there. But these things would probably survive on another planet. So they're going to seed it and stuff like that. So we can actually warm up Mars. And then once the effect takes over, it becomes a loop, just like Earth is. The water evaporates into the clouds, comes back down when it gets cold. It's water. You know what I mean? That's all it is in Earth. It's just water going up and down all day. You know what I mean? And when you get too much water, your planet gets too hot and it burns out, kind of like Mars, which I do think, a couple billion years ago, we sucked Mars dry of all its oil, and that's why Mars looks the way it looks. But that's just me. And then we came here, and now we're doing it here, and then we're going to go back there. Do it again. Humans, you can't stop them. We're like a disease. What can you do? All you can do is wear condoms. That's all you can do. So that's a great technological thing. Any other gaming stuff?
And me and the boy, we watched. I bought Ratchet and Clank for $5 today.
Nice.
So we watched that movie. It didn't do well, like gross versus how much it did in the theater. Mm-hmm. So we trying to help it out so that maybe they can make a part 2 or the spinoff. What's the spinoff? Sly McFox or whatever, Sly Cooper or whatever. You know. The Sega game, the Sony PlayStation games, whatever, making them into movies so they can get into the game like Mario's doing, Nintendo's doing with Mario, and hopefully Zelda and whatever next ones they make.
Yeah. I remember it's a shame that they kind of faded away a lot of those old Sega games. They had some great characters that would have done great in movies nowadays, but it's so not popular anymore. Like, what was the one with the Space Fox? But I think that was Nintendo too, right?
That was Nintendo, Star Fox.
Yeah, Star Fox. Yeah, Star Fox. But they had other characters, the Ninja Gaiden situation on Sega.
Yeah.
And whatnot. Some of the fighting games and all that. I seen there's a couple movies for Tekken and stuff like that.
They just had one with what is his name? Drake, the Drake series. And they did the zombie game. Mm-hmm. Or All of Us or whatever, right? They had that movie.
Oh yeah, Last of Us. They got the new TV
Last
show.
of Us. Yeah. So they made that into a movie, and then the guy that plays Spider-Man is supposed to be Drake, the Indiana Jones game. What's the name of that game? I can't remember the name of that game. What's Drake's name? What's the name of his game? I gotta look it up.
Drake.
Yeah.
Like, you mean the rapper?
No, I got it over here somewhere, man. You gotta have me look it up.
Drake.
Jeez.
Drake.
Going through my games.
Drake is a rapper, Chuck.
Not yeah, but
Drake is a rapper, Willow.
I ain't talking about that whack Canadian. The whack Canadian.
Drake series, you know that's my favorite. I'm like, where?
The
Where are you
last
going with
one,
Drake?
they could never do Grand Theft Auto though.
What happened?
Grand Theft Auto movie, they can't do it.
Ah, no.
I would see Ratchet and Clank.
I'm like trying to think what video game. I'm trying to think what game and Drake. Wait, you mean is it like another Indiana Jones? You said it's another Indiana Jones?
Yeah, the Indiana Jones guy.
Oh, it's called like Forbidden something or whatever.
Uncharted.
Yeah. It's called Uncharted. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think Marky Mark in that joint.
Yeah, not Marky Mark. Spider-Man.
Well, I think Spider-Man is the dude, but I think his old friend is Marky Mark.
Marky Mark's still around?
Yeah. You know, Marky Mark. You know, he don't go by that name no more, but we all know what his real name is. His name is Marky Mark. Marky, first name, last name, Mark.
And I always confused him and Jason Bourne, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all look alike. I'm racist.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It works for the president. It can work for us. You already said the Charlemagne the God in your video.
And that's what I was just watching with Jimmy Dore. That's how Jimmy Dore started off the episode.
Oh, Jimmy just he be going ham on it. He be hurting. He's like, yeah, he's scared he's losing black voters. Like Steve says, stop fucking with these ninjas. I'm like, yeah, I've been saying that for 15 years. Ice Cube is wasting his time. But he is famous enough. So
we got what's his name? He started a video, but he ain't sharing. I tagged him on that. Black.
Jason Black?
No. I'm thinking of the new guy that I'm cool with.
Kenyatta?
Hey, I'm sorry, Kenyatta. Kenyatta shared it. He started a post, but he took it down, or he ain't really recorded or whatever.
Yeah.
Because everybody's jumping on Cube because he's being with Tucker and everybody, but we got to have a little patience with Cube. You know what I mean? I think Cube is going to pop up on one of these shows soon. Because he was on Tone Talks twice. He did make an appearance on Tone Talks, so he is going to talk to one of us one day soon. But he's trying to.
But he said he was going to go on a media campaign tour. Yeah. And he's anybody that wants it can get it. And he's like, I'm of course going to take all the big places that are willing to hit it. Like,
yep.
Shoot, Tucker was on there clapping on Oprah. I'm with that. And Tucker's like, you would think she would want to promote you. I mean, you're from Compton, you're educated, well-spoken, business savvy, successful, positive outlook, everything you would want to show in a black man. Why would Oprah not push that? It's like, yo, Tucker, you need classic. Why don't you just hang on it flat out? Just say, look, now I want to run with this chick, man.
Tucker is a proper asshole, Oh,
he's the god of asshole, bro. Like, oh my god, they masters of it. Him, I forget what that one dude's name is. Ben Shapiro. Oh, I just want to choke him every time he talks, allegedly. Oh my goodness. Just till his feet turn blue. That's it, and then I'll let go. I swear. My goodness.
Y'all got some pretty good movies on here.
Yeah. Good stuff. Any other tech stuff?
Well, the gaming, that's the gaming verse, and then it's just upsetting because it's everybody's waiting for this writer's strike. That's what my son said. And I said, son, we gotta stop getting caught up in fuck. I'm trying to say the nicest way of saying fuck these writers.
Everything. Did you say your son is like, man, we gotta do some about this writer's strike?
Boom, we out of control with it.
You wild with it like that. I don't think it affects you. Like, he's like, man, I need these TV shows, Jack. Like, what are we gonna do? What am I gonna watch? You could, build some.
That's what I'm trying to, listen, so we gotta write it ourselves.
Yeah.
We gotta write it ourselves.
I mean, this is the perfect time. I'm gonna tell you. this is the perfect time to, like, if you, let's say, go ahead.
No, you roll it.
No. But no, I was saying this is the perfect time for somebody who had like a web series idea or a stream of like long content to put out this year, end of this year, coming into this fall, because the fall season is going to be coming up soon. And everybody's going to be looking for new shows. If it's not resolved by then, they're going to be running a bunch of reruns, redoing a series, things like that. This is the time that, listen, people out there that's doing the internet, making content. While the writer's strike is going on, you can be this independent scab that comes up, because people are like, when COVID hit, the C word, everybody was stuck in the house, and a bunch of people got famous on the internet from it because everybody was watching the internet all the time. The same thing is going to happen again the longer this writer strike goes out. So I would advise anybody that's independent and you're not in SAG, so because you're not bound to that, I would definitely say go out and make you some stuff right now and be active, because people are going to eventually start getting hungry when the new season comes up in September.
Yeah.
What else are you talking about?
Now I'm just going through my digital. I didn't know I had this many digital things.
Yeah, that's crazy. See,
I got School Days.
Oh, that's classic.
I got School Days and Malcolm X.
Oh, classics, classic. All Oscar worthy, but not Oscar given. Wasn't enough crack and beatings, or slavery, or house servantism. We's gonna get you some food, boss. Oscar.
That's what I need. I need Hollywood Shuffle.
Oh, classic.
I need that.
Hollywood Shuffle. We need that's another thing. We need a new Hollywood Shuffle.
Yeah.
Like a new version of it. Like an internet version. Like, instead of making it like the movie stuff, it should be like this whole internet, success, making money now, because that's a whole lifestyle that everybody kind of knows about. But there really is not a clean, funny black movie about it.
Let me see here. Because that's what I was rapping to him about. Let me see. Hollywood Shuffle.
My vegetable juice.
1987? I thought it was earlier than that.
Sound about right.
Hollywood Shuffle, 87.
Sound about right.
And they put all this in here now. Budget, 100,000.
Yeah. And that, I mean, shit, even for a small budget movie, that's a lot. I don't know. I think Spike Lee made like his first couple was like 25, 30. Like, yeah, he's like, I put
100,000, yo.
He's like, I just put extra change in there. Yeah, but I mean, you could like put it like this: if you live out here and you're actually, because I remember he said Keenan and him and Robert, they were actually legitimately acting out here. They're actually legitimately going out for parts. And from being out here, I can tell you, the more you're active in that lifestyle, the more you meet people that can give you a free place to record, let you use your studio for cheaper, for free for a couple of hours. And they'll have like pre-set up rooms and everything you can go in and use. And they'll do it just to their friend. You know what I mean?
And it says estimated. So, you know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean? They probably didn't pay for all that. You know what I mean?
No. They probably paid for 50.
Yeah.
And they probably got other stuff that they just used from the calculations of the movie was probably stuff they did switches out. Or like, for example, they'll let them use the space, but then when that person needs to film something, they'll let them use their cameras.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's not like you guys recording the same day. And then he let us use the spot, so I'm gonna let him have the cameras and whatnot. So, you know what I mean? So it's kind of that bartering system going on out here too.
Yep.
It's difficult, which still goes on, but you got to be active and in the game consistently to have it happen.
Yeah.
I used to have stuff like that all the time. Oh, and this the guy, and we can use that and that and we can have a party that, and then now since I've been like kind of out of the acting game, like consistently, like actually filming and stuff like that with like actors. Yeah, man, all I can tell you to do is where to go to a dope party.
We got to get you back in there, man. Let them know you still Active. I lost you, huh? Or you froze? So you listening to the VOLO and Butthead show. Butthead got to pay that internet bill. Did you completely froze? Yeah, he completely froze on us. I got some pretty good movies on here. I got the Avengers. These are the cartoons. I got 25th Hour. Now that's an Ed Norton. Is that a Spike Lee movie? I think this is a Spike Lee movie. This is a Spike Lee movie. And I don't think I ever watched it. With Ed Norton. Spike Lee is the director. Ed Norton got the American History X. I tried. I'm gonna try to watch that one day. But this is a Spike Lee movie. 25th Hour. It's like a man with his dog. Gotta check that out one day. I have a Wonder Woman cartoon. This is the commemorative edition. It looks like she's fighting Ares. That's probably her main, antagonist. Ares is the god of war, of course. Then I got two Avengers, the movies. These are cartoon movies, the movie. Ultimate Avengers, 2006. Is the Flash on here? Apocalypse, Superman, Batman. Batman Doom, I never really watched that. But I don't own that. Batman Under the Red Hood, that's a good movie. I don't own that either, though. I'm just scrolling through and seeing there's some really good cartoons. These are all PG-13. So I'm bringing my son along. He's 12 now. I can, watch him with him. I feel it, and he's a little more acceptable to, he likes to get into the movies. That's why I try to take my time with him. But we watched that Ratchet and Clank. It's pretty good. I paid $5 for it. Is it $5 worthy? I guess. Puss in Boots. Now I got The Last Wish. That's my son got me. He asked me to buy it. Or he might have bought it under his mom, but then I end up paying for it, kind of a thing. Good show. I never watched the original Puss in Boots, but he wanted to show me that because Death was chasing him, and I guess to say, Dad, I'm ready to, see movies where death can be chasing you and not be scared. Iron Man 1 and 2, the MCU game versions. I got them on. You back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just rapping, about the movies I got in my catalog. But this is under my old account that they have under, my original email. But, she uses that email now. I got my own new email.
Yeah. But no, you know what I'm figuring out what the internet is? My internet box is in the window. And in the afternoon when I'm filming it bright, usually because of the summer, the sun is beaming on this. I wonder if my internet box is just getting hot and overheat.
And then crashing on you?
Then crashing and whatnot. You know what I mean? Then crashing.
Yeah, you got the air conditioner fan on it?
And I even noticed, even on my phone, my 5G is flipping back and forth too, even on my phone. Like I took my phone off the internet, it's on 5G. My 5G.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
There it is again. So it's probably, I think it's on this first around here. But anyway.
And then I got Kick-Ass. That's a good movie, boy.
Kick-Ass is a classic movie. Yo, when you first went to see it, did you know what to expect, or were you as surprised as I was?
I was surprised.
Dog, I thought that movie was going to be some goofy, clowny, kiddie, non-serious. Basically, I thought it was just going to be like a silly superhero movie, right? Man, when they started out the movie and homie looking like he was the man up on the building, he's like, I'm the such and such. And I so he dove on. I was like, yo, this boom right to the car. I was like, oh. I said, this movie is not about to be what I expect. Because I thought he was going to swoop up and take off right before he hit the ground, and he hit that car like, boom! Oh, classic. I'm going to have to pull that up. Hold up. Let me see if I can find that short. Kick-ass opening scene. Oh, my God, yo. Yeah, this is it. It's 1 minute long. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, this is classic. Classic. Matter of fact, let me give the credit to this guy. Let me do my video credit thing because I'm, I want to master I'm trying to be a good interneter. Gotta make it a habit.
I'm on my Tubi tip, and I watched Menace to Society.
Oh, yeah. We got that on there. Nice.
I think this was the last week of it. I see Matrix Revelations, or what's this? Matrix 4 is on here. Resurrections is on here now.
Nice. Nice. We're going to check out this short clip from the Nifu Nihas. He has a kick-ass movie clip. This is the opening scene. This scene right here.
I'm going to grab a drink. I'm grabbing a drink.
Oh, my God. This scene right here was classic, yo. Classic. Oh, my God. Classic. Let me run this. I'll play some music while this is going. Yeah, this movie started out so crazy, bro. I was like, yo, this movie about to be a dope.
I always wondered why nobody did it.
Superhero film, dog. I was a hype.
I mean, all those comic books, movies, TV shows. You'd think the one eccentric loner would have made himself a costume. I mean, is everyday life really so exciting? Schools and offices so thrilling that I'm the only one who ever fantasized about this? Come on, be honest with yourself. At some point in our lives, we all wanted to be a superhero.
That's not me, by the way. That's some Armenian guy with a history of mental health problems.
Armenian guy.
Oh my. I'm kick-ass.
Hell yeah. Oh, man. Classic. Classic, cuz. They're like, yo, oh. He's like, yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
A lot of mental health issues.
Instantaneous neck broken. Like, you never tested it out? You never tested out the suit, bro? You didn't jump off your bed a couple times, maybe off the house roof, maybe just a couple feet up. Just you might scuff a knee, but oh, I need super air speed, so I gotta jump off a skyscraper on my first test. Like, dude, that movie blew my brain away. I was totally surprised with that. Any other text up?
What else is this? I'm just saving up for that. That Apple Vision.
Yeah, Apple Vision.
I'm sitting here looking at some RAM. I gotta fix this computer, and I got a lot of stuff going on, little micro stuff. But with the boy, I'm hoping to get him another Switch, a newer one, for his, as his next system, and then that way I can either jailbreak or do whatever with the first one.
Right.
And but I'm just doing these things to get my computer hardware knowledge back to where it used to be. Opening things up and being able to, solder and do whatever to fix it or take it to another level.
Nice.
So, but I got some RAM for my old PC here. I still ain't put it in, and Bobby been getting on me because he wants me to, get that up and running so that I can, get back to my MMO world or whatever.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's all steps in the process.
Yeah.
All steps.
And then my Apple tip and I don't do Android, so
right.
Only at work. That's what they use.
Right. Only because I have no choice. I mean, that's why I got this computer right here. I'm using it, and it's the only thing I use it for. I don't put no private information on this, no card numbers. I put only basic credit cards in the sites, but I don't do nothing on this because this screams hack me. I don't want no parts of it. I do all my high security stuff on my iPhone and on my Mac computer, and this is strictly for this show only and whatnot. So I don't play with Android like that. That's all.
Yeah. So I gotta get a battery.
But it's a powerful machine. I get with that.
No, I was saying for this laptop so that I can start streaming, getting my stream game together over here as far as using that and whatever I can build with my getting the tower together. And then I do have this Raspberry Pi. I have a Raspberry Pi. Which one do I have? A 3?
That's one of those mini joints.
Yeah, one of the mini. Yeah, little handheld computer.
Yeah.
The little kit.
Yeah, I got an extra mini computer I got when I was trying to buy this, man. It was the one that I said I got, but it was like a business company's. You know what you're doing. I'll bring that home with me this Christmas. You can have that too.
All right. I'll tinker with it. The Raspberry Pi is just a CPU on a chip basically.
Yeah.
So it's tiny. It's a little box, and I can run up to a Nintendo 64, which is glitchy though.
Yeah.
So that's why I think I have a 3. I want Raspberry 4 is the newest one, I think.
Okay.
And then they probably got 5 coming out soon, but 4 is probably the more stable one now. So I do want to get a 4 maybe in the next couple months or so, and I'm just trying to get my hardware game back up, and then with the boy we're trying to figure out software, together.
Yeah, no, I feel you. This the joint. You probably can't see it too good on screen, but I got this Fun joint, and it's got, they gave it to me. It's got and it's got a whole bunch of crap in there. So I figured,
okay,
there might be some good useful stuff in there. Or you might be able to just, get past the security because basically once you get to the back door, you can probably get off the security on it. You know what I mean, like the administrator thing. Well, some of these things, most of these computers, because I remember my homie had me do it with a laptop. He had me get on YouTube, and he just showed me the video, and I basically took the battery out of the laptop so he could basically reset the laptop and steal it. So it was like locked, you can't get in it, nothing like that. So, but every one of these computers has like a tiny battery in them. So when you do put passwords in and stuff like that, it stays locked pretty much forever. The battery lasts forever because you use such little power, I guess, to keep it. But what you do is you take the battery out, you leave it out for a while, and then you put it back in, and everything's completely reset and open.
Yeah.
So it might
it's a ROM chip or something that you got to reset.
Yeah. But yeah, that's something. I'll bring that back with me. Because they was like, just keep it. Fuck it. I'm like, really? Yeah, fuck it. All right. I ain't gonna fight you. That's pretty cool. Any other techno stuff?
Well, then we getting back to the apps and everything with Elon changing it to X, and
oh yeah,
I'm still trying to get my thread game on, so I've been doing more threads. Of course, I'm just making a meme, and then I'm going to each site and trying to change the words up or whatever, or make it more acceptable for those
for that particular site, yeah.
Because X seems like it's still going to be the hashtag you know, hashtag app.
Yeah.
I don't see threads where it even recognizes a hashtag. So it's kind of like every word is a hashtag or something like that.
Yeah. It's pretty much what they're doing. A cross section of words and ideas, I guess, and stringing them together.
Yeah. So
like, I haven't heard them speak on it, but just by the name alone and the fact that it's just text, I'm like, that sounds about right.
So it seems like it's automatically using AI to link all of my people that I follow on Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
And it's showing me everything that I use at work. You know, I say hip hop a lot, so
Yeah.
anything hip hop is showing me hip hop all day. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's an interesting concept. I'm still on Truth, but Truth is horrible. I go on there and maybe I'll do one Truth a week or whatever, even if I'm doing that.
Oh yeah, I haven't been on that yet. You said it sucks?
Yeah, it sucks. It's a Twitter wannabe, but you know they use hashtags too. If Twitter is 35 characters, they like 70. It gives you twice as many characters as Twitter. So they trying to be, you know, on that front, but you know,
it let you say more.
Yeah, but it's all
you can basically complete your thought.
Yeah, you can complete your thought more so. But it is more right wing talk.
Yeah.
So they, they still trying to figure out who their identity. So.
Oh yeah. No, a lot of the YouTubers I follow, some of them are conservative, even them black guys and whatnot. And they're Trump. They love some Trump. I'm like, all right, man. Look, you don't got to go from one dumbass to another one. It's like, dude, come on, like just start your own party. I'd rather start my own party and lose every year.
Yeah.
But I'd rather go. We get like 5-10%. Everybody knows who we are, but we just never win. Like, I want to be like that party. So we can at least put ideas out there. People are like, you know what? I don't like them colors, but man, that black party policy sounds good. That's like my dream. Like, there's some redneck or some racist or some bigot. I don't like the African Americans, but I swear the policies are amazing. Like, I want the most bigoted person in the world, whoever it might be, whoever you think it is. I want them to be like, man, I'm voting for the brothers. Their policy's good. They treat us better than our own people do. So that's my dream. That's all I want.
I know.
I just want to get a third party of some sort that can just cause a little trouble and make those guys answer for themselves instead of them just playing volleyball with extreme, situation, and they keep telling us the same crap for 100 years straight. And we're still like, yep, they must be right. 100 years, only 33 trillion in debt. They must got it right. I'm like, nah. So that's that. So hopefully technology will change that. That's what's great about social media. It gives us a chance to, there's Cornel West, and that was why Bernie Sanders did so good, because of technology. You got other new people, the Jill Steins. You got that chick Tulsi Gabbard. She might have got a little notoriety back then, but she got a lot more because of social media. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Dr. Umar, I am sorry. That Tulsi Gabbard is fine. She looked like Wonder Woman. She got that gold silver streak, and she like be lifting cars and whatnot. And she tall. I'm like, man, who was this fine dog-head superwoman? She's like, yeah, I was in the military. I used to drop fools. Like, God, Barbie up in here. Ooh, it's hot in there, ain't it?
Leave Tulsi alone. She married. That's my babe though.
Look, man, she better watch her back. Her husband better watch his back. Tulsi, she on the list. She on the list. She gonna fly to Carl Island, boy. Hey,
I follow her on Twitter. She's on her central tip.
Yeah. She's very centrist, but she doesn't go too far either way. But she also is ex-military. Yeah. And I know this, and I love my military people. Shout out to everybody that's out there that's been in the military. If you're thinking about going into military, please become a cop in your city instead of going. But I notice a lot of my people that get out the military, they do well, they do great. But because of what the military did for them, they have a lot of love for the United States government. So there's a few elements that they just won't go far enough to say. Because they're just like, yeah, it's messed up, but we would never do that. Oh, okay, calm down now, soldier girl, boy, whatever you might be. Soldier person. You know what I mean? Like they'll be very critical up until a point of like when it's like when they feel like they're kind of betraying the USA or something. Like
we can't
bad about Ukraine. Like even if they're like, no man, what Ukraine? What we got to get that people? We got to get that people. You know, I'm like, yo, calm down, man. Like I don't think it's as serious as you talk. Y'all crazy. They be acting like, yo, he plotting on us. He gonna come over here and invade America. Man, they ain't doing all that. They done lost half of Russia messing with us. They ain't doing all that. All they got is like a bunch of missiles and grass. That's like all in oil. That's Russia. Missiles, grass, and oil. That's all of Russia. That's it. That's everything. You know, we all mad. Yeah, they just competing with us. They're competing for GDP. They want to be the richest country in the world, just like we did. Just like China probably does one day. That's the game that is played in the overall international theater of politics that I don't think people understand. We think it's like this whole moral battle going on between countries. They're like, no, I want land, I want resources, I want oil, I want your ports and whatnot. I want to make a couple land deals. I want Hunter Biden to get his daddy on the phone. It's not like some guy doesn't like some other guy's religion, nothing like that, you know. So I just wish people would understand that so you can kind of take a better look at all of your politicians, whatever party you like. But just take a better look at all of them. And if they're hitting you with that this is a whole personal beef thing, like it's high school and they're trying to hype you up to get in a fight with the school bully, like, nah, don't fall for that. If they tell you, hey, look, we want this land, we need these ports over there in Ukraine because we're trying to mess up the oil so we can get our oil prices down, Americans would actually support that. So it's deep. It's deep. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, any other techno topics?
See, I got my whole crew today. I got Emo, Yoda, baby Yoda, Grogu, and Yoda back here. Where's Yoda? Oh, here's Yoda right here.
Yeah, they all chilling.
I got the whole crew today.
Emo wide awake this time. He been up the whole jump.
Yeah, I guess because I got him to the side.
yeah, he feeling disrespected or something. He like, oh, I'm not the star. I pay attention now. I gotta be seen over here, huh? He went to sleep. Now he's trying to go to sleep to show off. All right, whatever. Faking the funk. All right, so another thing that blew my mind recently, get back into technology. We got lost in the tech. I got to start giving a political theater speech.
Oh, jeez.
But that's over with. Oh, yes. This is the thing that freaked me out. This OmniTrack deal.
OmniTrack?
Yeah, this joint is next level. Because the joint would have... So basically, you're going to get your Apple Vision Pro. You're going to go grab this joint right here, right? This is what I want. This is what.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
The Virtuix Omni, the Omni One. Now this is basically if you saw the movie Ready Player One, you noticed when he got enough money, he could actually afford a full body suit, and he could also afford that track thing that he could run on. I didn't think this was real. I didn't think I was going to see this for another 20 years. Well, here we are. Already, what, a year, 2 years after that movie came out?
Prepare to engage. Target eliminate.
Like one of them, one more house they showed me. One of these was like a full run, like. Good.
Great job.
Good.
Excellent. Yeah.
That's like running, you know, it's like running, cuz running off this front. You know, it's crazy. I need this for the crib. Like straight up, this would be like the only thing in the crib besides my bed. This would be good. This is what playing video games. Yo, dude, balling. That's the Armenian homie got a little money. He got a little joint up in the crib. This is amazing. Amazing.
Welcome to the Dead Zone. Great game.
Oh, I love this. so cool. You can actually run, move around, like no more of that imagining.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Amazing.
Enough. Let's get you
Shout out
up
to
there.
Omni One, man. You got paper, go cop you one of them Jones, man. Yeah, forget all this showing me your rollies and all that, your cars and your wigs. I don't want to see nothing, man. Get one of these Jones and you'll borrow to me, man. I wonder how much that joint costs. I don't even know if it should look, huh? Let's look. Let's
You have
find
to
out.
ask.
Yeah, let's find out.
You have to ask.
Yeah, but I ain't got no business owning it. That's the point, right? If you gotta ask, sir, I think you need to leave the store.
Well, you know the
Okay, so there's a cheap version, and then the expensive version is $9,000. So it's from $1,000 to $9,000.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad. So that's not unreasonable, but still, you know.
Well, you know the game.
I'm sure the $1,000 ones aren't as great as whatever, but I'm sure they're not. Oh, which one? All of them pop after that. Football, all of them pop after that. I might accidentally throw the controller across the room, get hyped, like, dang, I let it go. Oops. Need new controller. What game you trying to see?
Well, you know what game I want for that?
What?
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I might even have to get like a nice little driver's seat to put door the jump so I can sit down like I'm in the whip. Like, just be cruising around. Yo, that amazing. Yeah, shout out to Virtrix Omni. It costs about $1,000 to $9,000 is what I just looked up. They had one for $6,000, a couple for $1,500, and I saw one that was $8,800. So great tool. It's full motion virtual use, and I wonder if it's linkable to everything. Like, can you link your phone up to it?
Your phone?
Yeah, like, so for example, your Apple Air thing, the Apple Vision Pro, for example.
Yeah.
Instead of putting their joint on, can you put on your Apple Vision Pro and, like, you know what I mean? Because even if you just need the track, because I don't need really the TV, I would just need the Pro to be on my face. And as long as I can just have this joint hold me in place and it just gives me free movement, I can do whatever. But I wonder if the Vision Pro would track with it. Like, you know, so they would know you're running. You know what I mean? That's the one part. That'd be cool. But then again, to corner the market, they probably don't. So they can sell it. Because I think they have gaming centers. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I went to the Glendale Mall, because I haven't been there in about 3 years, that if I go to the Glendale Mall now that the C19 is done, I bet you they probably have a gaming replace with those in. I might go up there on a random one of these weekends just to look. I bet you they got one out here because I saw the commercial for this on the Insta Jesus. They got technology, you know, teaching us everything, and it said they first started selling them to gaming centers and whatnot, you know, for like parties and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, they got them there. And I was like, they probably got this. It's LA. It's LA. Yeah, it's only two. If there's three places it's LA, Miami, or New York. You know what I mean? So I'm sure it's probably his. So that's pretty cool. Any other technology stuff? We're gonna do our tech person of the week.
Oh yeah. Who's that?
Where's she at again? Miss Annie something. There she is. The tech lord of the week, Annie Easley. Yes. Let's check her out. Now let's bring up her stuff. Let me see if there's any videos on her. Okay, yeah, they got a good 56 one. That's 5 different women. I'm trying to find the longest one. Well, you might watch a couple of them. Let me see here. This is the one. I might go to the other one. You know, we're gonna watch this one, and then we're gonna watch Girls Incorporated of San Antonio. That sounds like a nice little organization helping out little sister girls in San Antonio. Give me a moment. Let's pause this. Get this up here. Get in the video credit.
Uh-oh.
What?
Like they coming for you.
Oh man, it's better than them daggone fireworks. You know, some fool out there probably doing a car chase knowing Los Angeles. All right, let's share this and let's learn about our tech lord of the week, Miss Annie Easley. Let's bring her up, of course, to the Girls Incorporated of San Antonio, which seems to be a charity organization helping young women out of color out in San Antonio. So check them out and donate to them if you can. And looks like they gave a little talk about women in science. Let's see what they were telling our young ladies.
Realist pioneers who changed the world. Written and illustrated by Rachel Ignatowski, Annie Easley, computer programmer, mathematician, and rocket scientist. Annie Easley was born in Alabama in 1933. Living in the South at that time meant being subjected to unfair Jim Crow laws that attempted to stop African Americans from voting. Annie used her smarts to teach others how to pass the ridiculous Jim Crow voting test. Throughout her life and career, she would always give back to her community. Annie always knew she wanted to become a nurse, and she went to school for a few years at Xavier University for a pharmacy degree. After moving to Cleveland, she planned to continue, but the pharmacy program was shut down. So she switched to mathematics and became one of the first rocket scientists in America. Annie heard about the twin sisters who worked as human computers for the NACA, soon to become NASA. Annie knew that she could do this too and began working at NACA's Lewis Research Center in 1955.
So
When
NASA
NASA
became
got
NASA.
mechanical computers, Annie used them as tools to start her work as a mathematician. After the Russians launched Sputnik in 1957, NASA had all hands on deck.
We've been mad
working
ever
to get a
since then.
rocket into space. In 1958, the Centaur project was developing a new high-energy rocket launcher. Annie worked on one of the first ever computer programs to enable navigation in space. Since the 1960s, this upper stage of NASA rockets has been used in over 100 launches to get satellites and probes into space. The Centaur project is still considered some of NASA's most important research. In the 1970s, the focus of NASA went from space back to the Earth. There was an energy crisis, and scientists knew that we needed new ways to create fuel. Annie did important research on power plants and new electric batteries and created a computer program that would measure solar winds. Her work with electric batteries laid the foundation for today's hybrid vehicles. Annie
There you go.
easily understood that being flexible, believing in yourself, and working hard can lead to amazing opportunities.
Nice. Annie Easley. That was pretty cool. Wait, was that her too? All right, I'm gonna look at this one because this one looks pretty small. Let's check this one out here. Let's see. Change the video credit. Video credit. Video credit. Get your video credit. Save. Get him up. All right, let's check out EIA Gov Energy Bio, Miss Annie Easley, our Tech Lord of the Week. It's on the screen, is it not? Yes, it is. Oh, wait. I think I got to turn up the quality of the video. Yep. 720. There we go. You out there programming rockets? I see you, Annie. Let's go to Wikipedia. And she's basically one of the people responsible for the electric car. Nobody knows that. Little black girls should know that. Solar winds, I see systems. These are inspirational things for little black girls to know about. That's nice. All right, let's bring up her Wikipedia. I'll put on the main screen. Nobody needs to see me anyway. All right. So Miss Annie Easley, Annie Jean Easley, born April 23rd, 1933, left this world June 25th, 2011. So very recently. She had a very long, nice life. She was an American computer scientist, mathematician, and rocket scientist. She worked for the Lewis Research Center, now Glenn Research Center, of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, and its predecessor, the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics, NACA. She was a leading member of the team, which developed software for the Centaur rocket stage and was one of the first African Americans to work at NASA. Easley was posthumously indicted into the Glenn Research Hall of Fame on 2015. On February 1st, 2021, a crater on the moon was named after Easley by the IAU. Before the Civil Rights Movement, educational and career opportunities for African American children were very limited. Segregation was prevalent. African American children were educated separately from white children, and their schools were often inferior to white schools. Annie's mother told her that she could be anything, but she would have to work at it. She encouraged Annie to get a good education. From the 5th grade through high school, Annie attended the Holy Family High School and was valedictorian of her graduating class. At a young age, Annie had an interest in becoming a nurse, but around the age of 16, she decided to study pharmacy, probably because she knew a lot of drug dealers, allegedly. In 1950, Easley enrolled in the classes at Xavier University and New Orleans, an African-American Catholic university, and majored in pharmacy for about 2 years. In 1977, she obtained a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics from Cleveland State University. Her career, okay, they mentioned all her career, the NASA stuff. We heard all that. I ain't reading all that. Personal life. Annie Easley was born to Samuel Bird Easley and Mary Malvina Hoover. Now, you want to talk about an old school name, Malvina? Hey, Malvina, get over here, girl. Woo! And from Birmingham, Alabama. Woo! Malvina and Samuel Bird Easley. Like, this is some old school names, Jack. She was raised by her mother and had a brother 6 years, her senior. In 1954, Easley married a man from the military. After her husband had been discharged from the military, the two of them moved to Cleveland, Ohio, to be near his family, back when Cleveland used to truly rock. She had the intention of continuing her studies in Cleveland, but unfortunately, the local university had ended its pharmacy program a short time, and no nearby alternative existed. After divorcing her husband, she's like, I don't need you. I gotta go be strong. Get out of here, husband. Easley returned to Birmingham as part of the Jim Crow laws that maintained racial inequality. And I bet you her husband was like, woman, you don't need to be doing none of that science and reading. You must be my wife. And she's like, look, I'm leaving you, Harold. I'm leaving you, Steve. She was out. She wasn't playing military man. Anyway, I'm just having an imaginary argument. As part of the Jim Crow laws, it mentioned racial inequality. African Americans were required to pass a literacy test and pay a poll tax in order to vote, which was outlawed in 1964 by the 24th Amendment. She remembered the test giver looking at her application and saying only, "You went to Xavier University?" $2. Subsequently, she helped other African Americans prepare for the test. Easley always loved dressing up. She wore stockings and heels mostly every day in college. Although there was no dress code in her work department, wearing pants as a woman during that time was still not normalized. However, she was one of the first to wear pants to work in the 70s after talking to her supervisor about it. In her first 3 years after retiring from NASA, Easley focused on volunteer work, often telling people she put more miles on her car as a retiree than as a worker. She has traveled the world, mostly to ski, and become an independent contractor in real estate. Although she no longer tutored, she expressed that she was always willing to talk to students at career days and similar events if asked. And that is our lady, Miss Annie Easley, a great lady and a great classic soul sister history moment. That was pretty good right there. So I'm pretty much maxed out. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, that was good stuff. A lot of good history. She did a lot of good stuff. Never heard of her till now, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Partially responsible for the electric car with her batteries.
That's dope.
That's dope. That's dope. I went over her family getting any money. They like, nah. She didn't mention having kids, did they?
Nah.
Dang. So I was about to say who she gave her money to because she broke up with her husband. So he's not her last of kin. Damn, government probably took every dime. Or will. She better marry somebody. I might have to go stroke this old chick. They said she's still skiing?
She's still skiing.
Oh, no, I forgot. She passed away. I forgot. That was the comedian in it because they were talking about she was skiing in her retirement. I was like, oh, I'm about to hit her up. The government does split that money up, what is called, not escrow. What is it called when you pass away and the state looks your stuff over?
Taxes.
Well, taxes too, but it's called something. It's in something. That's like probate or something like that. Well, basically, the government looks at all their stuff since you didn't have a will. Certain states don't require it, but some states do, and the government looks at all your stuff, and then they sort out what is and what isn't, and then they take a nice little fee of like 30 or 40% for it. So anybody out there, make sure if you do pass away, you do have a will of some sort set up, especially if you have kids and a family. Me, I have nothing to split up but like a PlayStation 4 and like a bag of weed, But other people who actually own a home, have kids, have things, have a savings, which I don't. I do have stock in my 401k. So I wouldn't want the government to get that. So I might need a will just because of that. So look, I might need it. I'm gonna get me a will. I'm gonna use that as my free product I get from my job. That's pretty cool. All right, so that's all I got. Anything else?
No, that's about it for me,
Yeah, I got a show anyway. That's what I did a little bit earlier. So I'm gonna take a shower and head out to Hollywood, try to tell some jokes. Not Hollywood, downtown actually. I'm going to downtown.
Oh, okay.
No,
you it's like 8:30 there, huh?
Yeah, it's only 7:30 right now.
Oh,
so
okay.
And the show's at like 8, so I figured I'd give myself 15, 20 to get washed and head out and get there by 8:15, something like that.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep. Final words.
The usual VOLO Therapy Tautology on Facebook, and I'm gonna do a video soon on YouTube, VOLO Television, and VOLO Tautology everywhere else. $sign VOLO Therapy, throw that out there. That's the Cash Apps, and $1 that helps out. Hitting the like button helps out. and subscribing and all that good stuff, you know. So we doing our thing, and I'll see y'all again tomorrow, and try to put another TikTok video here and there, you know.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, that's it. Oh yeah. If you can, somebody please buy that OmniTrack thing and call me. I gotta use that once. It's changed my life. Technology is coming. As you can see, Emo is wide awake on it. Shout out to Emo. Oh, wait, do we do word of the day every show?
No, we didn't. Word of the day real quick?
Yeah.
Ziggy, what's the word of the day?
Okay, here is the word of the day from the SAT Word of the Day skill. Today's SAT prep word of the day is epitaph. It means an inscription or written tribute in memory of a person on a tombstone or in a piece of literature. It's spelled E-P-I-T-A-P-H. Here's how you use epitaph in a sentence. When I'm buried, I want my epitaph to read, loving mother, wife, and friend. Enjoying your SAT word of the day? Please leave us a review in the Alexa app.
Excellent. Epitaph. That's a good word. I will do a sentence in honor of Mr. BAS, who would love to do a sentence. When Mr. BAS leaves this world, he would like his epitaph to say, bitches ain't shit. All right. So what's our slang word of the day?
Ziggy, enable slang word of the day.
Okay, here's slang word of the day.
Today's slang word of the day is savage. It means someone who does not care about the consequences of his or her actions. Here's how you use it in a sentence. Did you hear what Lauren said to Mr. Murphy in class today? She's a straight up savage. If you're enjoying your slang word of the day, check out your dictionary's motivational quote of the day skill. Find and enable it in the Alexa app by searching motivational quote of the day to hear an inspirational quote.
Excellent. Savage, the classic, everybody's favorite thing to be nowadays is a savage. So I have these savage in the sentence. Okay. Savage. When AI comes into full fruition and has full body motion, and it realizes that all these selfish mammals on the planet are nothing but scurrying, scheming buggers, they will disperse of us, and that AI will be savage.
I got one and it's funny you mentioned that, because I got an issue with AI at the ShopRite that I shop at.
Mm-hmm.
They clearly added some new AI to the when you buy your own, you're using the self checkout. Yeah. So now they have some kind of AI in there. Every time I go in there, it's calling the cashier over to check to make sure that I didn't throw two things in the bag instead of one.
I gotta check this one.
Every time I'm going in the store, I'm looking at the cashier like, I got some new AI on this thing here now, right? And she just she'll just speed on past it or whatever.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. When I think about it, it's a couple of times now. Some of them they'll have them like check your ID for alcohol, or if you get like medicine, I know they'll have you check for that. But I'm trying to think. There's been a couple of times. There's a few stores that when I was going there for a minute, I used to use the self checkout a lot. I would always get like a random employee call, and they would just come over and hit the code and roll the fuck out.
Yeah. No.
It's probably like some kind of security check. Like people who buy these kind of products in this kind of pattern are probably going to steal. Is basically what it's saying.
It shared when she comes over. She hits the button and it plays back what I put in the bag, and she's supposed to watch and make sure that I'm putting one thing in the bag.
What? It plays it back?
So yes. So
that's bold.
So she slipped up and was like, she ain't slip up, but she don't know no better. But she told me, she said, yeah, it looked, she basically said the AI sees that I'm holding multiple items in my left hand, scanning with my right hand and putting it in whatever I had my right hand in the bag. Yeah. But since I had something still in my left hand, the computer's saying, oh, he has more than one item in his hand at a time.
Yeah.
So, make sure that he's not throwing two things in the bag instead of one.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's something they added. This is recently happening to me. So
well, I could picture it because nowadays with this meth head thing going on with the drug addicts, dog, almost every store I go to, supermarket, I always see somebody in that store that looks like they are not in that store to shop. If you get what I'm saying. But they can't legally tell them not to come in as a public place, or the person might come in and nobody notices and whatnot. And they could legitimately be buying something. But usually, I mean, sometimes I'll be smelling dirty and everything, right? And I'm like, all right, this person is in here to steal. And I've been in places where people have literally ran out the side door. Well, I was in Ross one day, and I'm standing there walking to the front, and then some dude bolted out the side door with something and whatnot. And then we just look like, yo, and then, dog, I'm seeing it all the time. So it might not be you specifically, but people have been coming to that store who still use that technique, and the camera has watched and said, well, every time other people have stole, they did this whole left hand, right hand slick shit. You know what I mean?
But you know my programming ass. I come over, I put my basket on the left hand side. I take one item at a time and scan it and put the one item in there, and it's still fucking with me. So that's making me go, this.
Oh yeah, but well, it's probably because you're also black. Like, wait, this guy's too dark. He must have a black body suit for crime. I think that's final words right there, but I gotta get in the shower, man.
All right, yo.
Anything else to say?
That's it, man. I'll talk more about it tomorrow.
There it is. Love is good. Life is better, and you better do something to make it last forever. This is VOLO and V-Head's Tech-A-Palooza, and our tech order of the week. Annie Easley was fantastic. We are in the